I'm at Cisco Live London 2013 and I'm with Chris Davis. Chris, Schneider Electric launched Energy Step at Work at the beginning of this show. What's Energy Step at Work all about?
Energy Step at Work is a solution which enables corporations, public sector organizations to better manage their energy, specifically networked IT assets and other plug loads which have been heretofore invisible, unmanaged, and uncontrolled.
Now, how would a company get involved in this process? How do they start to save energy?
Well, one of the principal ways is we actually are looking at devices that are connected to the network. So that would be desktop PCs, laptops, print services, the network gear itself, wireless access points, and etc. So what you do is you take the Energy Step at Work solution, you connect to the network, and the software goes out and discovers and connects to all the devices that are on the network. And in a very short period of time, it starts to measure the energy consumed by the devices. That gives you an aggregate or group total reading. And then the most prudent way to implement the system is to, Schneider provides this service, is to work with the corporation or enterprises facility engineers and their IT guys to sit down and divide these assets up into logical groups. So it could be all the PCs on the third floor, it could be all the phones, and then after you put them together in groups, you decide what type of control policies would I like to apply. Do I manage these based upon occupancy, an event? Do I manage these, taking them to a lower power state based on schedules or time of day? And you can actually, using the software, simulate the policies, come up with the estimated savings, and if you get the energy guys and the facility guys to agree that, okay, we're saving energy without impacting service level agreements for the applications, you've got a real winner there.
So Energy Step at Work is a service which Schneider provides to companies?
Absolutely, and I think the important thing to realize are what are some of the benefits you get, and I think probably the first thing is visibility. Companies are now able to understand where they're spending energy and where there's waste, so you can either manually or by automation control it and reduce it. That's really important. You also find that Energy Step at Work would support companies' corporate sustainability programs. A third possible element is in the area of demand response. If the utility says we need for you to reduce your load, reduce your demand, I can now turn off some IT devices and be more effective in terms of how I respond to demand response requests. And the last, and I think very big thing, is an organizational play. Oftentimes there's a chasm in companies between the facility and IT managers, the energy and IT managers. So now hopefully you can get them to sit down together at one table and say, how can we save money for the corporation so it can meet its goals, free up funds to provide capital for new investments or operating expenses for new programs. So it really is pretty broad in the potential effect that it could have.
That's brilliant. How can someone find out more about Energy Step at Work?
Well, probably the easiest way is to reach out to your nearest Schneider Electric office and ask to speak to somebody in our Energy Management Services organization or Schneider's building business. They're experts in this area and can provide results very quickly.
Chris, thank you very much.
You're welcome.